Hello, everyone. My name is Sydney,
My name is Gabriella.
My name is Ellis.
My name's Joseph.
and our group's company is Starbucks. So today we're going through use case two, where we'll talk about Starbucks's big value data drivers as well as the big data business model and how it runs through those five phases.
All right, so I'll be talking to you today about ethical sourcing.
I'll to be talking to you about product innovation.
And Sydney and I will be covering customer experience and loyalty.
All right, so for the big data value drivers for ethical sourcing, when we're looking at our transactional and operational data, we're mainly going to be looking at compliance monitoring to maintain our cafe requirements and our suppliers and farmers. We're also going to be tracking our coffee shipments from our suppliers to the stores. The internal data we're looking at is going to be analyzing these farmer and supplier sustainability reports. And the external data is going to be looking at public sentiment on social media about ethically sourced coffee. Our real-time analytics are going to be monitoring the compliance of our sustainability reports from our farms and our suppliers again. And then our predictive analytics are going to be developing supplier and farmer risk forecasting for our geographic and environmental conditions. For the model maturity index, when it comes to business monitoring, again, it's going to be looking at these past sustainability reports to gauge Starbucks' main causes of their carbon footprint. We're also going to be looking at previous cafe compliance issues from our suppliers, and that's going to help us identify ethical areas for improvement. For our business insights, we're going to be utilizing that farmer risk analysis I was just talking about to determine new farming locations and techniques to enhance some long-term sustainability. We're also going to be using a supplier risk analysis to look at the historical cafe compliance issues to determine which suppliers to cut. When it comes to business optimization, we're going to use an agronomy AI model that's going to continuously monitor the conditions and practices of our farms to maintain sustainable farming techniques. And we're also going to use AI models that are going to continuously score our suppliers based on their metrics and cafe compliance to make sure that we have better decision making when it comes to switching between suppliers. For the data monetization, we're going to aggregate a lot of our environmental performance data of our farms to earn carbon credits and to be able to sell ESG reports to other food service retailers. We're also going to offer an interactive app that's going to allow our customers to trace the ingredients and their coffee down to the supplier, where they can see all the details about their cafe compliance certifications to build some more customer trust. And then for our metamorphosis, we're going to develop and market Starbucks ethical sourcing platform, which is going to be a data-driven service that's going to provide cafe certifications, sustainability consulting, and product traceability services to other food service retail companies.
All right, and when we're looking at the value drivers of product innovation in Starbucks, when we look at the operational drivers, the past data allows Starbucks to identify product performance and customer preferences across regions and demographics. When looking at the internal and external data that Starbucks reaches out for, it provides insight into flavor trends, customer complaints across the industry, and developing new demands. When looking at the real-time analytics drivers, it allows Starbucks for real-time updates to menus based on those customer demands and real-time supply of the warehouses and coffee suppliers. When looking at predictive analytics, it allows predictive forecasts of new products based on those customer demands and internal and external influences. Under the maturity index, under the business monitoring level, Starbucks utilizes customer insights based on past data, but it's limited in its personalization and slows innovation due to its lack of real-time analytics. When looking at the business insights level, it correlates customer behavior to those purchase data and provides more targeted offerings to customers and slightly reduces inefficiency due to those correlations. When looking at the business optimization level, it predicts customer preferences and impacts, providing new options and increases customer customization and further decreasing inefficiency. When looking at the data monetization level, we'll utilize analytics within the operations to co-create value with customers through unique specific offerings catered to customer interests. And finally, through the business transformation level, we will utilize a fully adaptive AI-powered customer experience, allowing for a fully catered customer experience and a variety of unique unique product offerings.
All right, now looking at the big data value drivers, the customer experience and loyalty, we're going to start with looking at transactional and operational data. So more specifically, Starbucks tracks customer purchases, like whether someone buys hot or cold drinks, how often they visit, and how they order through the drive-through or in-store, and how rewards are redeemed. And this can help them know which customers are most engaged and whether sustainability-focused rewards are making an impact. Next, we move on to internal and external drivers. Starbucks can use this to spot common issues like confusion over how rewards expire or how customers may be responding to sustainability messages overall. And then moving on to real-time analytics, based on a customer's location, the weather, even the time of day, the app can send targeted offers like suggesting an ice drink and a reusable cup on a hot afternoon, which can then help monitor real-time redemption or drive-through traffic to manage staff and wait times more efficiently. And finally, looking at predictive analytics, Starbucks can forecast which customers are likely to disengage, like people who haven't redeemed rewards in a while, and send targeted sustainability challenges or incentives. They can predict they can then predict which types of customers are more likely to respond to green campaigns so they can personalize outreach by groups like college students or urban professionals.
And lastly, we are heading into our big data business model for customer experience. So starting off with the business monitoring level, here Starbucks can track loyalty and engagement metrics such as visiting frequency and analyzing reward usage on location to help identify those top performing regions. Heading into the business insights level, Starbucks can use both customer surveys and app reviews to help identify any pain points within the app, as well as monitoring customer sentiment on social media to help understand customer satisfaction with our rewards program. Next, we have the business optimization level, where we can really focus on personalizing promotions, such as adding bonus stars based on customer loyalty, and launching more targeted campaigns, such as a reusable cup challenge, to help increase customer engagement and sustainable actions. Moving on to our data monetization level, here we want to focus on recommending products in real time using factors such as weather. So, for example, promoting iced drinks on a hot day, as well as adjusting menus to regional preferences. And lastly, we have our business metamorphosis level, where Starbucks can create a fully integrated loyalty ecosystem based on the Starbucks app and through AI recommendations, as well as hosting community-based events to really promote customer engagement with Starbucks as well as sustainable behavior. So that is use case 2, going over our big data value drivers as well as the big data business model maturity index for Starbucks. Thank you all for listening.